Hi, welcome back to Cha Consciousness, and I'm Vanitha Subramaniam. And today I'm going to be talking about money. Ooh, I can just imagine every one of you just lit up when I talked about money. Well, money, what is money? Money is an interesting concept, isn't it? We're all got all sorts of priorities about money or definitions about money or, what is money? Seriously, what is money? Money in this reality, whether you like it or not, is power and control. Would you agree? I can't see you, but I assume some of you will be nodding vigorously to that. Yes, if you had money in this reality, it's like you have all the respect that you require. People actually look at you differently, perceive you differently, and receive you differently. Sometimes with a lot of judgment, sometimes in ways about how I can get your money away from you, and sometimes it's like, wow, what do they have that I would like to have myself? So the way we look at it in Access Consciousness, money is actually just energy. Like everything else is energy. And if energy can be created, why can't we actually create money? If we're willing to be vibrationally compatible with money, then we're willing to receive money. But speaking of receiving, how many of us don't receive money? How many of us struggle in regards to even creating money, generating money? Or how many of us are actually living from, paychecks to paychecks? Would you like to create a different possibility with money? Would you like to be able to have money any time that you desire, require? But how many of you are willing to have money just to have money? And how many of you are actually wanting to have money so you can spend money? Those are two different conflictual universes that takes place in most people's universe and life. People tend to think the only way they can actually have money is to actually spend money. And there's the only reason why they actually look at receiving money. Not because they would desire to have money so that the money could actually grow in their bank account so that money can actually be there whenever they require it. In Access, we teach a tool about putting away 10% of everything you earn. It's like putting it away for you, into the bank that you love. I call it the bank of I love money. So everything that I earn, 10% of that goes into that bank account. That is me paying me first. Even though I might earn a salary, if I was working an employed job, I might be, getting money from private sessions with clients or whatever that you do, whatever that you earn, whatever money that comes into your life, if you're willing to start putting away 10% of that money, it's the beginning of you telling the universe that you love having money, that you love desiring money. And it is really magical how that begins to change your reality with your money. Trust me, try it. Put away 10% of everything that you earn and begin to look at it as it grows. It is actually more money begins to show up in your life. But the moment you touch it, the moment you spend it, it goes away just like that. Because what are you telling the universe? That you don't really enjoy having money. You just enjoy spending money, right? So this is the beginning of you putting aside the money. I'm not saying save the money, because what is saving? Saving is actually saying that you need to put it away because you're going to use it again. That's what saving actually means. No, this is about you telling the universe you like having money. So how about having money for fun? How about playing with money, enjoying the money? Now there's a story about this guy who actually went to the tracks, to the horses. I'm not saying you go and do this, but I want to share with you how the magic of creating and generating a different possibility with money. So he went to the tracks, the horse tracks, the TAB, and for 3 weeks he decided to talk to the horses. And so he was asking the question, which horse is going to win today? And for 3 weeks, he never bet any money. He just wanted to play with the energy of what that was going to generate and create. So he began to talk to the horses and ask the question. Remember, in this segment, we talk about being the question and make the choices. Now, if everything is actually energy, then you are able to talk to the molecules of the energy and create a different possibility. So he was willing to talk to the horses. So he asked, which horse is going to win today? And every horse that he got a yes with, won. So 3 weeks later, he decided he's going to put some money on it. And slowly, he began to actually generate money to the point that he was making 900 bucks a week. A different possibility? Yes. What was it? He never made it significant. He never made it solid. And that's the mistake we make a lot in this reality. We make money so solid, so significant, so structured that it hasn't got movement with it. There's no flexibility around it. So everywhere that you created money is solid and significant and heavy in your life, are you willing to destroy and uncreate all that and change it? It's just a choice. And allow money to show up whichever way it would like to show up. Because money is not, it's energy, so it doesn't have to come in paper. It can come in any way. You could look at money in terms of investing in antiques. You could look at money in terms of buying horses. You can look at money in terms of, investing in gold or silver. It is all energy. So look at how you can actually change your financial reality. But before you can even do that, you are required to look at what would you like to create as your financial reality. What would you like to change as your financial reality? And that's the beginning of you changing your financial reality. And look at all the priorities that you have actually decided or concluded with money as well. Seriously, you need to sit down and look at this. A lot of us have taken money for granted, and we've all functioned from points of view that has not actually shown us a different possibility. And everything that we know about money, we've bought it from our parents, or we've bought it from, the reality of the economic crisis around us. Now, if you put aside all of that, and you're willing to actually say for yourself, okay, what would I like to create as my reality today with money? How would I like to change this? What would it take to change this if it's not working for you? What else can I add to my life? Would be another way of inviting money to come in a different way. Just a different possibility if you're willing to look at it. A different possibility? Yes. Is it possible? Absolutely. It's only a choice if you're willing to choose it. Have a magical week, and I will see you next week. Bye.